that is good versus
Nyx
Bat Rider.
Assassin.
Yeah,
It's true.
Bat Rider. Actually, all three of those.
true.
Oh, whoa! We're in
It's
the draft.
true.
Monkey King again. Earthshaker there too. Dire Side once again for Nigma. And Enchantress. The Chen is ignored, and the Nyx Assassin, like the same bans go for Nigma, and the same bans actually for Secret as well.
Yeah, they take
there
the
you go.
monkey this time around, and they snatch that shaker too.
Timber it up, dog.
You think?
I don't hate it.
Dire team back.
Oh, awkward.
What I
Well,
really saw they lacked in that last game was control, man. Like, they had
Yeah.
no stuns besides GH LSA. And, I mean, yeah, Elder Titan can stun you, but at the same time, you don't want to be using him that way. You want him to be punching people. And if they're playing similar cores in this game, it's good to have an offlaner or your position 4 that can actually catch someone.
I think it's most likely their 4 position, and I kind of like it just because now you've got the 4-to-4 counter. Like my 4 really messes up the Earthshaker. It used to be that like Earthshaker could build Aghanim Scepter to get out of the battery salt. Now you can't even do that much. So
5 seconds
he's just
remaining.
like a full counter to the Earthshaker throughout the game.
I like
So, and I think most of the time Nigma, I don't. Like, they may have played 1 or 2 games of Mind Control, but most of the time I've seen it, it's been on GH. So.
Yeah.
That's probably your 4 and 5 right there. Small chance that it's
could be
Mind
3.
Control 3.
Yeah, it could be Enchantress offlane as well, which
Sure.
which would be all right too. You have those rockets to scout out the monkey. You have cogs to prevent the monkey from going on top of that Enchantress and just destroying her in the laning stage, right? So
Yeah.
until
Dire
she's
team
6,
back.
if this is your dual offlane, it's a pretty solid one. If monkey is even there.
Turn
Yeah.
to ban.
Should we still be concerned that the Chen might pop up for Secret, considering we are still needing a position 5 for them, and Chen's not banned out in the second phase either?
No.
And is that something that Nigma can have both Enchantress and Chen if they do run Enchantress?
It's possible.
And
It's
not
not
a
that great.
5?
It's possible. Like, you can put Tench on offlane and then
10
get Chen on
seconds
your
remaining.
position 5. It's possible for Secret as well to get that Chen.
5
I usually
seconds
like that
remaining.
long-range disable. That's also a ranged hero on your support with that Chen, but Shaker is also quite fine. We'll see which way they want to go. Those other super popular supports are out at the moment. You have the Wisp that's gone.
Waiting for the last ban of Secret. Secret is getting the ban pick in a row. I believe it's the same as previous. Yeah, we have once again last pick for Secret.
I think also Bat Rider
Turn
is
to pick.
amazing here for Secret. Would be pretty
Storm?
decent for
Banned in the first.
Stand. Damn,
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Nigma repeated that same 3 bans that they did. That last time set up for the Timber Saw here for the clock. I think Witch Doctor's pretty dope 5 here for Secret.
Because of that Enchantress, right? We have seen it a couple of times
10
already.
seconds
The Maledict and the Death Ward just completely destroys her. Also messes up the creeps
5
quite well with that
seconds
cask. Decent hero.
It's a hero that's pretty threatened by Clock, but there's not a whole lot of 5s that feel good about matching up against Clockwork. There's like, what is there? There's like, Lion's okay because of the spacing he gets off of double disables. Winter Wyvern can fly over it, though we actually saw that Clock would
Dire
counterpick
team.
Winter
They go.
Wyverns instead.
They get the Chen. They don't care about that
Yeah.
mobility. They don't care about running away from Clock. They want to be the ones that are aggressing after the laning stage, and Chen allows you to do that. I like this hero for many things. Not only for the utility and the heals that he brings, but strategically he makes your game much, much easier.
Yeah, I wonder why they're willing to give up the Chen again when they already have Clock, who doesn't feel very good against Chen just because there's so many extra units
5
that are out on the
seconds
field.
remaining.
It soaks up battery assaults. It's hard to hit hook shots. It's hard to be able to isolate heroes with cogs and such. So
Also, I'm surprised too, because I love when Kuro is playing that Chen. I'm surprised they didn't try to snatch it this time around instead of the Enchantress.
Well, they did the same last game, right, where they picked up the Enchantress, kind of probably expecting the Chen on the other team.
Alright, Razor. If you want to lane him versus the Monkey King, that's a pretty good lane. But the problem is, Team Secret, they're very versatile with their Monkey King. Map2 can go anywhere, so doesn't have to be your mid-monkey.
Yeah.
Also, this looks like a great Meepo game again for Team
10
Secret.
seconds.
These three heroes do absolutely nothing to a Meepo. That's
But
also a possibility.
5 seconds
Is it good
remaining.
enough to pick fourth? Because I think if it's a good, like you're not gonna get surprised by it anymore if you're Nigma. You're gonna last ban it, right? If it's still a good Meepo game.
Yeah,
at the end.
I agree with you because in that last game there were counters to Meepo. They still won. So in this one, the last two picks, I don't know how much you would be worried if you're Team Secret.
I mean, I personally would be kind of scared, right? Because you could, like, there's so many, like, hard counters that could still be picked up in so many different roles, right? Like, they could still pick up, like, what I like about Nigma's setup right now is that all of these heroes have options when it comes to their lanes and their position in the game, right? You can have safe lane Razor, you can have mid Razor, off lane Clock, 4 Clock.
Legion Commander.
You still have an opening to pick up something like a Winter Wyvern and just hard counter a Meepo.
I just banned the Meepo if I was
Yeah.
Nigma. I don't agree necessarily that there are too many counters that are in the meta and that are good versus Meepo. Your Wyvern is countered by one E-Blade that you buy, so it's I don't know. It's just a scary situation. You just lost to that hero. Do you
10
really want to
seconds
repeat the
remaining.
same mistake? You know, you do. I wouldn't.
5
Yeah, I think you
seconds
ban it when you go into the last phase. But I think for a Secret anyway, I didn't see a way they could pick it right here. I think if they were to pick it, they just have to last it. What's up, Sheets?
Oh, I was
up.
thinking there's still like this tiny chance for Nigma to pick up Meepo, but then I saw that there's a Legion and a Shaker, and even though you might be
Yeah.
okay with one of them, both is kind of annoying, especially also Monkey King is annoying as well, so you kind of don't want to pick a Meepo into that.
Yeah, Monkey is really strong versus you in the laning stage, Shaker later on, so it would be a very difficult game.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting because with that Legion Commander pickup, that's just another lane that Racer feels pretty good about, right?
Yeah. Pretty much pick and choose where you want to send him, even on that offlane, right? Like versus the Monkey is good if the Monkey is safe lane, versus the Legion is good if the Legion is offlane.
I want more frontlining catch that allows my Razor to succeed with one of these last picks from Nigma. They're going to get the Lifestealer, who has been very good versus Legion Commander. There's a lot of these matchups that used to be good for the offlaner. Beastmaster and Legion are the two that really come to mind. Used to be counter picks to Lifestealer, but now the newer Lifestealer, who doesn't do as much damage but has a
10
lot more
seconds
sustain, is
remaining.
actually very effective against them.
5 seconds remaining.
So far, you're feeling like Nigma got a good shot at this game. Obviously, last pick still inbound. But they have a good answer
I
to
feel
everything
good
that
about their
Secret has
lanes.
so far. Okay, yeah.
That's what I would say so far.
It should be easy for them to set up their lanes right.
Yeah.
As long as
Okay.
they read Secret well. You do have that Shen that can recall people around, but it shouldn't be too difficult for Nigma to set up their lanes. That Razor pretty much allows them to do so.
All right, we're gonna see if Nigma does
10 seconds
final ban
remaining.
the Meepo.
What's with the Necro ban?
What
5
is with the
seconds
Necro ban?
remaining.
Heroes that he's usually really strong against are heroes such as Slark, because you can't really play around your ulti any longer. He can just rip you apart. Also, these beefy, bulky heroes.
Lifestealer counts as a beefy, bulky hero. A little bit.
Yeah,
Fire
but
team
it's a lot different now that you can no longer cast your ultimate through Magic
Turn to
Immunity.
pick.
Right. We have a Darkseer final pick for Nigma.
Both Lifestealer and Razor take really good advantage of the mobility, and they have a 4 position that utilizes the Ion Shell early. So they've got a good amount of synergy between their heroes. I'm still not the biggest Darkseer fan, but he's definitely a lot better than he was like 2 big patches ago. Oh, they've been
Oh, you're not afraid of spiders, are you?
Man, Team Secret became the ultimate cheese team, like Meepos into Brood
But
Mothers.
if you can.
Come on,
Wait,
puppy.
isn't Darkseer pretty okay against Brood?
No, because
really.
you just farm away from him all the time.
They don't have a single hero in the laning stage that's really good versus Brood.
Yeah, you need a hero that can not just survive against spiders if they go on you. That's not good enough. Like nowadays, because of the way Broodmother farms and scales so well into the late game, you have to have somebody who actively goes out and threatens those spiders when they're farming neutral camp.
And I guess you don't want to use your vacuum for that because that means you don't have your vacuum for the actual fights that you need it for.
No,
Plus, they've got magic resist.
this Darkseer
Yeah.
will be offlane. I think like,
Yeah.
offlane or safe lane 100% Razor will be the one playing against Brood. Even though they would much rather put Razor to dominate one of the sidelines, I think this is the best hero to survive against the Brood. And if she tries to dominate him early on, he has the nukes necessary to take down spiders. So that's a small upside for them. But as Cap has said, that Brood is just going to be farming. And when the farming is done, that Mama is coming.
And think about their catch on this side, right? I wanted more catch to be able to enable some of their damage dealers. Instead, they opted to take a similar approach, which is boosting up their cores with the surge. But Clockwork, one of their only catch heroes, is terrible versus Broodmother. You literally can't lock him down with cogs.
No.
Battery Assault does nothing against all the spiders. He walks over the cogs when he's in web form. It's just awful. I think it's a good spider pick.
Yeah, I hear you both, and I hope that our commentators can have maybe a little bit of a brighter future in mind for Nigma for this game too. Let's head over to OD Pixel and Lacoste.
Yeah, I mean, we'll try our best, but Lacoste, I'm looking at this draft, and I mean, it got to that final option for Secret. I'm like, they could play Huskar here, they could play Meepo here, they could play... You know, they had all the cheese picks that they could go for. I mean, any of them, I think, would have been pretty good here, as Nigma didn't seem to have any sort of answers to any of these heroes. They opt for the Brood, and overall, it's... What can Nigma achieve with this draft? What's the plan?
Thank God they banned Morph, because this was such a good Morphling game. They have a no lockdown. I'm not sure this Darkseer can do stuff. You know, Broodmother's still gonna get the farm eventually. Like, stay away from Darkseer. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, that's, well, we'll see. Game one, obviously, Nigma did struggle. This game two, I don't know if their hopes are much better with the draft. We'll see. They've had a few rough games, a few rough drafts. Maybe they see something that we don't. We can only hope if we do want to get ourselves a close game. But overall, you got to be scared of this Secret lineup. Map2 on the Spider. I mean, it really always has been one of his best. He's bringing it back here as he'll be rocking up to the mid with the hero this game.
There is huge amount of heals sustain on Team Secret. Chen, he goes for mech, Hand of God, Monkey with his lifesteal, press the attack for some extra damage, attack speed plus heal. Not damage, I mean attack speed, you still get the damage from attack speed, and bam.
30 seconds.
I mean, overall, you know, we're sort of looking at the downsides of Nigma's draft. If you're trying to be optimistic and you're looking at Nigma's heroes, is there anything or any specific hero you could look and say, well, this hero can actually have quite a good game here?
The way they play, they want to have like these 4 protect 1 strategies where Lifestealer in this case gets a lot of farm, gets Iron Shelled plus Surge, and then he just runs at people. Not sure if that's doable here. They have Fisher to block things off. They have press the attack to remove the open wounds.
I'm trying to go on Zybe, as you say, every time. It's going to be able to dispel that and run away. And we'll see if maybe they can find some sort of lane to make magic happen. And this mid lane matchup, Map2, you know, as expected, he's going to go up against that Darkseer that's been sent down here to try and at least, you know, sort of push the wave back, have some sort of answer to the spiders with these iron shells early on to stop Map2 from being able to just overtake him in CS.
Yeah, you can't.
Spider army.
You can't stop mind control from farming in this lane, and the bottom lane matchup will be better for Nigma having Razor against the melee hero. Also, if they get a good Cogs plus Battery Assault on either Nisha or Puppy before he can get a creep, it's a guaranteed kill.
Okay, so that's sort of the plus here, right? What we're seeing, 2 lanes where Nigma can have a pretty decent sort of advantage in the lane.
Yeah, mid lane, both of these heroes will get the farm. Broodmother will farm the jungle and the lane, so you can't really stop her. But the bottom lane, they need to be really like passive for a few waves, you know. Because if there's no creep, GH gets to level 2. If they push in on the enemy side of the map, they get level 2s before. It's tough.
Well, we see on top, obviously Absol's been able to make pulls around and just having the Fisher blocks to try and get the wave in a position where he's able to get something safely from it. Zai, he's skipping the creep wave, knows that there's going to be no interest from Miracle to head over, as Miracle has to stay under his tower and soak up the creeps that are making it over to his half of the map. And this bottom lane, with a decent static link off here, trying to trap him out with the cogs, but Nisha will be able to make his way out of there. Mid lane, 9 for 1, 7 for 0, so You've seen trade farm here. If Map2 plays it safe, he'll still be able to come out all right off the lane itself. But it's just the fact that he's not going to slow down Mind Control's farm. Mind Control will be able to make it into that first item at a pretty good timing as the Darkseer here mid.
Yeah, but Broodmother, she builds that Diffusal Blade and she starts being active, which Darkseer is really not that hero. Yes, you can empower it, put haste on one of the allies, but I don't think that's enough. You can see bottom lane every single time they want to play a bit aggressive. There's the link to drain the damage.
Yeah, it certainly stops Nisha from finding kills early on. His farm 11 for 1 against Razor's 6 for 1, though there is the difference there. You know, we saw last game Zai sort of having to adapt as him and Nisha swap positions. This time, of course, it's Nigma's off lane and mid that's sort of trading around the roles. So we are in a bit of an unfamiliar position on the off lane. We'll see how much he can make from it, but it's never going to be easy, right? So just taking a hero like a Razor as your mid player and saying you got to play on the off lane. It's a totally different environment that he's going to have to try and perform in.
Yeah. Also, Zai will get his farm on the top lane, doesn't care too much about the Lifestealer nor Enchantress. One downside of the lineup when you're playing Clockwork is he can't really move on a mid lane. There's a ton of spiders, it's not going to be effective. Let's see the cogs.
Well, another attempt here. There's the Fishers, Nisha. He's going to turn, try and at least get the Jingu up. So even though he hasn't got damage, he's got potential for a bit of lifesteal with a Boundless Strike to sort of offset some of the damage done from Nigma. Oh yeah, mid lane, just the farm fest continuing between the two of them. Mind Control with a slight edge. If anything, that's probably just a few spiders on the side that he's been able to pick off. And still, the farm from Timberman Spider not being slowed down at all. The only one really with having problems in farm is Weehar's Razor right now on this bottom lane. Despite the fact that he is against this melee hero, Puppey and Nisha have been able to play it smartly in a way where Nisha's farm, it's not being slowed down. Bottom lane, Yapsor will come in again with a bit of a setup. GH gets the cogs down to push Nisha back. They'll look to suck the damage of Yapsor building up. Weehar's going to try to play aggressive onto the Shaker. He's got to respect Nisha though, as Nisha and Puppey will turn. They're chasing him down. Weehar, he's overextended and he's straight up dead. He's going to lose his courier as well. This off-lane Razor is not off to a great start whatsoever. Top lane, more couriers will fall on Nigma's half of the map as Zai dives in, takes away Miracles. That had his Javelin on as well. So that item that he's trying to rush to help his farming, his damage output, is going to be gone for a minute or so.
That's going to slow him down because he wants to be able to pull the creep wave on this side camp farm both. There's a lot of couriers dying.
Every core on Nigma has lost their courier. That's not good. You know, you don't.
I'm no expert, OD, but I believe that's really not good.
That's not good. You've lost your couriers. Your Razor's losing his lane against a melee hero. There's a lot of problems already here in the first 5 minutes for Nigma. They've got to be careful.
They realize the Nigma can play aggressive on the bottom lane with the Clockwork and Razor, so they just put Yapsor on the bottom to have that Fisher to block things off, or if they're sitting on a low HP, it gives them kill potential. Yeah, look what Zai is doing. You're not going to stop this guy.
No. I mean, they're not trying either. They're not sending anyone up here. It's just all on this bottom lane. They realize that Weehar's having a slow start. They've got to try and help his lane out. You know, a Razor with sort of a slow start in terms of the lane is going to really struggle to have impact in the game. They've got to fix his game now.
Once again, they don't have a playmaker. Yes, GH will get 6 eventually, and if they are playing around that hook, they have spiders, they have creeps to block the damage from the battery assault and block the hook. It's not going to be that effective.
I mean, they're playing so scared down here as well, Nigma. They know Secret's got the edge in levels and early farm here. And Nisha, he's just able to sort of poke both GH and Weehar away. They're running away from him each and every time. Weehar does go for the link again. Fish is going to be there, so Nisha is able to try and break into it. I say that, though, Weehar does a good job of staying on and will take away a good 72 right-click from the Monkey King. But again, it's sort of the static link into them. What are you able to do with that stolen damage? If anything, you know, Nisha's actually still trying his best to get CS, and he is for a little bit of it, even with that 20 damage. Nigma just with these 3 heroes trying to achieve something, but it's not quite happened. In the mid lane, the spider problem's getting bigger. Sure, Mind Control, he's getting a lot of farm himself, but as you mentioned earlier, there's something a lot scarier about a spider with free farm at 6 minutes than a Darkseer.
Yeah, once you get that Diffusal Blade up, you want to start playing aggressively, moving around the map, getting the kills, invading their jungle, especially if you can get one hero to rotate the mid, kill the Darkseer, and push the tower with the spiders. Zai, having the time of his life, level 6, doesn't even have a point in ulti.
He doesn't even have his keyboard plugged in. He just sits his hero top, soaks up the waves. Easy lane for Zai. As bottom, an attempt onto Weeha. GH will stop Nisha from being able to build up the Boundless Strike. Jingu Mastery stacks as now they'll turn. They do have the stun control. One more hit to build it up. Can he get the stun of a dub? He cannot. He's already used the Boundless, so there's no chance for him to heal up. Nigma, they get the big kill. They knock Nisha out of the lane, and now Weeha, he's trying to chase for more. He's going towards Yapzor. Yapzor, he just turns though, and he just kills Weeha with the help of Puppey. Puppey picks up the double kill. Can they kill off Yapzor? They will get the trade here, as now Puppey versus Kuro, the captains, take it upon themselves to stand toe-to-toe. He needs one more
it again. There's the trade.
Puppey!
Look
your
at
creep,
me.
my creep, your creep, my creep. Back and forth, and Puppey comes out on top as he takes a triple kill as this gen.
Whew, Puppey got a lot of experience from those 3 kills.
Oh,
He's
he did.
level 5. That's going to be a full mech on him right now. 7-8 minutes in. Yeah, I don't think no one is dying on the bottom lane once they get that mech up.
No, the sustain's going to be quite ridiculous. I mean, overall, bottom lane, another go on to Weeha. He's come straight back into this lane, but there, he's one more hit will do it. No, that slows down to Nisha. They won't quite be able to finish Weeha off. He's salving up, and now Nigma can turn. Nisha's dove pretty deep. They're styling this off. GH, he's able to block them off beautifully here with 2-man cogs. As Yapzor and Nisha are trapped. Nigma, they strike back, and they strike back hard. Double kill.
Battery.
The battery assault proc will hit as there's no other targets. Puppey's been surrounded. GH, he's ready to reclaim this lane for Nigma. As the 3 of them die on Secret, GH, he's getting active and he's getting in.
GH wanted to get that 3rd kill with the rocket. Yeah, because Puppey got the, the triple kill with it.
It really is the day of the supports here at the moment in these lanes. They're all trying to take the glory. Sort of this top half, the middle half of the map remains kind of quiet, right? We're seeing Miracle just soaking up every wave. Zai's been skipping them all. And mid lane, Map2 and Mind Control, the farm fest just continues. As both Map2 and Mind Control pretty much identical net worth out of this lane as they're essentially just soaking up every single creep that comes into their half of the map.
Kuroki's doing a good job just waiting for those Jingu stacks to come online, so he instantly dispels it.
It's GH. I mean, he's strong. It's level 4 clock. He's going to start running down Yapzor. Map2, can he do anything to help? He's going to let sort of his shaker fall, but Yapzor does die. Nisha now turning up, surrounding Kuroki here as the spiders trap him up in the corner. Kuro in potential trouble. Nisha turns with a Boundless Strike, but Nigma, they've got the numbers. Kuro finally falls. Nisha can he get anyone in return? He cannot quite finish GH. The spiders are on him, but GH, he's out of the webs, and he's into the clear. He's fine. Zai tried to turn things. He opens up with a duel on Mind Control, but Mind Control, he's too tanky. And Weeha, he's got a good amount of damage. He's chasing them down. Zai pops the stick. Mind Control's on top of them. The slow from the plasma field. Weeha, he's back in action. Double kill for the Razor. Map2, can he get Mind Control? Yapzor's looking for the Fisher block up, but he doesn't get the connection. Mind Control's going to be allowed to walk away to safety. As Nigma, they're now starting to get ahead. These moves, these plays, they're getting their cores involved. Mind Control's getting over the walls. Keychain Rune, he'll take it. Nothing to cancel it, so we'll get the full benefit out of it.
Darkseer's not a hero when you play him from mid that wants to rotate early on, but if 3-4 heroes come to him, he will gladly join a fight with one Surge that is close to him.
A very nice fight from Nigma and an excellent move from Weeha. We saw a slow start in the lane, the CS wasn't happening, but that move towards mid, picking up the double kill, and now down bottom, GH getting underneath the tower, forcing Nisha away. Nisha's trying to run. There's no backup coming in for him. He'll turn with the Boundless, but Nisha will fall. Another kill for Weeha, and that whole laning situation is being entirely rectified. Weeha's climbing back up in the farm because of these kills he's able to get. The activeness, it's paying off for Nigma.
Zai denied the top tower, but still, it opens up the map for them. They can have access to enemy jungle. Also bottom lane, pretty low. And this Darkseer doing a good job just defending against the Broodmother. Like, they need to rotate one hero to kill the Darkseer, and then they can transition that into a tower. Some hacks, huh?
Oh, let's get rid of that virus.
Who that was.
Yep. That's why Nigma's winning, you know. It's, no, we only jest. Back towards mid, or towards top. Zai. They've claimed another Nigma. They're really on something in this game. With a draft that we felt, the analysts felt, we felt it was hard to perform on. But now, 11 minutes in, they're at a 5K lead. They are outplaying Secret here. Something that very few teams, if any, have been able to do. Still, Matuma Man's farm does sort of reign pretty strong towards the top. But these kills that Secret's given up, it's really putting Nigma's whole lineup in a good place. And despite what we thought was a lack of lockdown, because of this action, GH, he's going to hit good timing on his level. I mean, he's level 7 is the clock. Suddenly, GH is like, you say we've got no lockdown? I've got all the lockdown we need.
Yeah, he's been all over the place, involved in 9 out of 10 kills, 4 points in battery assault. They have only one ability that goes through Rage TP, and that's Duel. And I'm not sure you actually want a Duel Lifestealer. He's level 12 minutes in.
Yeah.
Talk about the perfect performance.
Yep. Miracle, another clean game from him. We've seen it earlier in some of the games, like his AM performance, his Morphling performance this LAN, and now top spot as the Lifestealer hit. Now the question is, what can Nigma sort of turn this advantage into? Can they continue to keep the pressure on, not allow sort of Zai and Nisha to get a game? Because Zai and Nisha, they're falling far behind. You see Nisha, level 7. Miracle, as you mentioned, level 12. A 5-level difference between the safe laners. It's bottom lane, looking for the lead in. He'll step up immediately for the duel. Does he have the damage to take him down in time?
Here
With the
comes
Fisher
Mana.
out, he won't get the bonus damage, but he does get the kill. They'll turn towards Kuro,
Echo.
tends for the TP out. Kuro's not going to get out in time. Secret, they'll hit back and get 2. The space continues to be there, though, for Miracle up top. I mean, Nisha, he's just scouting this out from the trees, but he's still very scared at the moment. With the lack of farm he has, if he shows, he's in a lot of trouble. He'll jump back up, but GH, Miracle, they're hunting him, they'll get the tree. Miracle, I believe, is able to cut it down. They'll find Nisha, and Nisha's game continues to just get absolutely destroyed.
This item build from Lifestealer will cripple down pretty much every single core inside of Secret.
We'll see what they can find there, Zai. See if they can get another. The drag back with the vacuum. Zai, he needs help and he needs it now. Map2 and Puppey, they're trying to come across to help him, but he's stuck in the cogs here, getting burnt down by this Iron Shell. The duel, it's up, but the slam's down. Yapsor with the help allows the duel to be successful. Miracle and the Mind Controller trying their best to escape. He's into the creep. He's toying with the idea about maybe turning things around as he tries to go in with the stun on Map2. Map2's able to kite it out. Gets back in, backup's there for Miracle in the form of Mind Control if he needs it, and he doesn't. They're scared, Secret. They don't want to overcommit onto the Lifestealer.
Lifestealer is a really tough kill to get. They need to get Echo Slam, have Monkey King on him, and Broodmother hitting him. Otherwise, I do not see this hero dying. He's getting too fat at this point. Heaven's Halberd plus a Maelstrom, 14 minutes in.
This is some crazy numbers from Miracle. I mean, it's expected, right? This top half of the map, it was left entirely uncontested. Zai was only skipping the waves. He knew on his own he can't really contest a Lifestealer. They didn't receive any backup from Secret because of all the attention they had to give that bottom lane. Regardless, though, Nigma obviously coming out on top of that whole area of the map. Nigma knows it. You can see there in the eyes of Kuro. He's focused. This is a game where they've really got Secret's number so far, Nigma. Down bottom, Weehart getting a good static link off onto Nisha. Nisha's Wukong's commands at this point very, very unthreatening. He doesn't have the items to sort of fight into these heroes of Nigma. The mech's going to be popped. They're trying to get Zai out of it. GH is in with the wraparound, though. They've lost Zai, and GH and Kuro, they're ready to chase on for more. As Nisha heads into the trees, Surge forward on GH. He's chasing him, but Nisha's already out with the jump. He's out and away, jumps back forward, lays down a boundless strike. Only a bit of a tickle, really. As Nisha he's not finding any sort of space to farm it.
It's been a while since I saw Nisha being so underfarmed. Has less farm than Zai, almost 1,000 gold.
I mean, this is some crazy stuff so far from Nigma. I don't think many people would have expected this from the team that's struggled as much as they had, especially against Secret. But to be 9k up at 15 minutes in against Secret is quite something. Map2, still definitely the X factor. They've got to be careful about the Spider. He's 4-0-1. Map2, he's carried many a game off the back of his Spider performances in the past, and this could be another one of them. It's not going to be easy. Everything is up against him, and his team is down quite significantly. But maybe his Spider sort of prowess is enough to get Secret back into this game.
Secret needs to find a way to kite around the Lifestealer, but it's hard. They're also limited on the stuns. Like, this Surge is going to cause issues right now. Whether they decide to focus someone without the duel, it's going to be Surge. I just want to see the items on the dark side. I think he went for Vanguard. Oh, that's a full Crimson Guard, now going for a Pipe. That's going to be a huge problem.
Yeah. The Secret are going to lack the ways to fight for a team buffed up by Mind Control. And you know, Miracle, he doesn't really even need any buffs. He's already so strong on this Lifestealer. Level 15 at 16 minutes in. they've been able to do nothing to slow down his game. And this is sort of the power that Miracle has, right? Anytime you give Miracle space, he does everything with it. Straight up, GH, he's looking for an opening. He's in with the hook shot. Onto Yap, so they go. Vacuum onto the two of them. They take out Yap. They take out Puppey. They'll turn over towards him. Nisha tries to get in, but he's been stunned up. Nisha's in trouble. He's not ready to do anything at all. He only can try and run. He's got the movement speed. Will be able to jump out to the trees. He's just running away, tucking his tail and getting out of there. This Monkey King is nowhere near ready to carry. He's only walking around with a phase boost and 2 Wraith Bands. At 17 minutes in, Nigma have destroyed Nisha's game. As Nigma continue, Nisha is trying to run. The Rocket Flare will scout him, but those jumps should get him far enough away. I don't think they have anything else to find him. As Nisha, he will live.
That's a lot of time to try to kill Monkey King, even though his early game is sacked, but Nigma, they are showing dominance in this game's side.
Should be an easy kill. He's trying to run, but the plasma field will do it. And Weeha's got a lot of damage built up. Map2 will turn up, but the hook shot's in GH. He's there once more. Traps Map2. Map2 tries to run. He's running.
Another rocket. There it is.
GH is cleaning up house as this Clockwork.
He's doing God's work on this Clockwork. He's pretty much the only lockdown they have.
I mean, he really has been. It sort of started from that bottom lane where Weeha was having a slow start, and then suddenly, GH, he finds the power, he gets these early kills, he gets these levels. Bottom lane, Miracle is diving into the base. He's chasing down Nisha. Nisha needs help. Is it going to be there in time? They'll heal him in time, and now they'll turn. Maybe Miracle dove too far. Rukel's command is out. Miracle, he's so damn deep at the moment, fighting them into the fountain at 18 minutes in, with tier 2 up still in the mid lane. Miracle doesn't care.
He's fighting inside of Rukel's command.
He's diving into the fountain. Miracle's insane. The 4-man back, he drags them out, and Miracle says, all right, I guess I'll back off now. As he'll jump into mind control, they'll back off, give Secret a little bit of breathing room. But Nigma, you can feel the fire. They are on top, and they are using it intensely against Secret.
Usually when someone does this, it does not end up well.
Look at this. On to Yapsor. Yapsor is gone. Nigma, and it's called. It is called 19-minute GG. Nigma, they've taken game 2, and in an incredible fashion. I think everyone, we looked at the draft at the start. We were like, Secret's draft, it looks great. They get a final pick Brood, but Nigma, out of nowhere, just tossed Secret aside.